Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing fine, staying safe. This video is just a quick update. It's going to be a little bit out of order from the other videos. So I do have maybe 10 more videos of my trip to Puerto Rico a couple of months ago, but I am going to be doing a little bit of gardening. So I just want to show you some of the things I'm doing here. So it's today is Saturday, March the 21st. And I'm gonna go buy some seeds, maybe a little bit of mulch and compost, and then get my garden ready. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of that here in a few seconds. All right, so this is where I want to plant some of the stuff that I have, and I'm gonna prepare this today. I'm also gonna get some Swiss chard and kale seeds if I can find them, and those I'm gonna put here. So first I have to clean it up, till it a little bit, and just get ready. And Swiss chard and kale can be planted now, but some of the other stuff like tomatoes, corn, and peppers will not be planted until next month. I guess it's a little cold right now. So these are the buckets where I plant my peppers, like my Carolina Reapers and ghost peppers and things like that. And even regao, I have a couple of buckets for regao. But for that, it's a little early, but at least I'll get all that ready today. So I'm on my way to the store, and they're doing a little bit of construction here in the neighborhood. So as some of you know, I work for the federal government, and we've been asked to telework. I've been teleworking for the past 3 days. Right now it's not mandatory, but I have a feeling in the next couple of days it's going to be mandatory for everybody. And I hope, like I said, I hope that all of you are doing fine. I know most of you are probably home. You're not working, you're not going out. Here in New Jersey, most of everything is closed. They closed the gyms, the indoor malls. The only things that are open are supermarkets, doctors' offices, and things like that. I have my grandchildren. They came up from upstate New York. They've been here for a week. Originally they were supposed to be closed for a week, but they updated that until April 1st, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot longer than that. So New York just went into lockdown this morning, California as well. New Jersey has about, or had about 900 cases of coronavirus yesterday, but today that jumped to over 1,000, and tomorrow who knows. So like I said, I'm doing my work out of the house. We're not really going out. My wife isn't going out except to the supermarkets, and we really don't know how long this is gonna last. But I just want to focus on my garden today. Let's see what the store has. And I'm looking for organic soil or compost. All right guys, so I bought some potting mix, a little bit of detergent, Swiss chard, spinach, and red Russian kale, and a little bit of cow manure, and a couple of trellises. So yeah, I'm ready to go home now. So it's a little chilly right now. It's about 48. So hopefully it'll warm up later today so I can plant, get my garden ready. But if not, I'll do it tomorrow. So I'm gonna put everything here. Yep, I should have plenty of space. All right guys, so I'm back at the house, and as you can see, spring is here, and this is my Bradford pear. Look how beautiful the flowers are. And that's my purple plum. The leaves are coming up already. Check this out. Every year, absolutely beautiful. Now I planted this about 6 years ago, and the Bradford about 4 years ago. Okay, so some of the manure I'm gonna leave here for that side. And oh, and by the way, this is where I'm gonna plant all my peppers, my Carolina Reapers, my ghost peppers, but I can't plant them until next month, until it gets a little bit warmer. And on that side is where I'm gonna plant the cucumbers, the kale, and corn, and a couple of other things. So, and before I forget, I'm gonna put a clip, if I can find it, I'm gonna put a clip of how the my Carolina Reaper plants were on these pots last year. Now, they tend to do very well on pots, but I want to try out some on pots this year and some on the ground. So yeah, I'm gonna plant them next month, and I'll give you another update next month. But now I need to get the soil ready. Oh, and one more thing, I've been growing recao here in New Jersey, and these are two plants, and they're about to die here in the next couple of weeks when the temperatures fall below freezing. And my wife uses it for her sofritos, for cooking. And hopefully next year we'll do maybe 3 or 4 times the amount of these plants, because see, these are awesome. And I'm also doing ají amarillos, which are Peruvian peppers. They're about 5 to 6 times hotter than a jalapeno. And this is like the national pepper of Peru, ají amarillo, or yellow pepper. I'm also doing ghost peppers here. These are some of the hottest peppers in the world. I don't eat them, I just give them away to friends at work. I also have Carolina Reapers. These are the hottest peppers in the world. They're about 2 million Scoville units. Now compare that to a jalapeno, which is only 5,000. These are 2 million. That's how hot these are. And these, oh, I almost forgot. These are the peppers, the sofrito peppers that I brought from Puerto Rico. Peppers that my father was growing. I brought some seeds over, and my wife uses it for sofrito. So yeah, we're getting a whole bunch of these. Yeah, they turn red though, by the way, when they're ripe. But the only thing I can plant today is kale, Swiss chard, and spinach, because these are the only 3 things that can do well with this type of weather when it's a little cool. Everything else I'm gonna have to wait until it gets a little warmer. And guys, check this out. I'm really excited about this. These I've been growing indoors for about 3 weeks now, and this is recao or culantro. So I have 7 pods, and what I did is I added about 5 to 7 seeds on each pod, and I have multiple plants growing on each one. So yes, recao does grow in New Jersey, but I have this aerial garden, which is excellent to start seeds in the winter. And this is my home office. The setup here, I have the laptop in this screen for work, and these 2 monitors I have it dedicated to myself for personal use, and that's what I use to edit my videos. So as I said, these are the seeds that I'm going to plant today. And these over here are for next month: the squash, the corn, the beans, and the cucumbers. And there's going to be a few other things, but we'll talk about that next month. All right, so I have my tools ready. So what I'm going to do is dig a space, maybe 4 by 7 or 8 feet long. Now this is just a trial, it's a test, and I plan to do it even more this summer. So it's right there in that spot where I'm going to begin and start planting 3 things: the kale, the Swiss chard, and what was the other one? The other one was, there it is, spinach. All right, so but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get the soil ready, and then I'm going to plant them in small pots, and then after 10-15 days after the sprout and the plant starts growing, I'm going to transfer them to the ground. But we got to start with the ground now. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe starting around this area. So I don't want to dig anything too close to the fence. Maybe I'm just going to do like a 3 or 4 foot wide garden, maybe 7 feet long right now. And then sometime later in the summer, when the spring, later in the spring, continue with other vegetables like cucumbers and corn. So I think for now, I think if I start in this area, I should be fine. Alright guys, so I did this 4x5 area, and I think that's enough for now. Then I'll expand the other way later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down all these clumps and add 2 bags of cow manure, maybe 3, but I think for two for now should be fine. The soil's not that bad. It's it appears to be good soil. Obviously I haven't tested it, but hey, we had to start somewhere. I'm not a professional gardener. I'm just doing this for myself. Test it out, see how it goes. Hopefully I'll be able to learn a few lessons in the next few months. Yeah, so this is a little bit kind of like clay. Yeah, so it needs to be, definitely I need to add compost here. So like I said, hopefully I'll learn a few lessons and I'll be able to grow some vegetables here. Alright guys, so I decided to put 3 bags of cow manure. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up a little bit, let it rest for a couple of weeks, and bring the seedlings over later. This is the final product. All I did was remove some clumps of grass. I may cover it with some material to prevent any weed from growing over the next 2 weeks. So now I'm gonna go to my next step. Alright guys, so the next step is to use this potting mix and fill up these containers and put the seeds in them and water them and wait a couple of weeks until they sprout and then plant them. So I figure it's going to take about 2 weeks. So let me get started. Alright guys, so I'm going to plant 8 Swiss chard here, 8 2 per container of kale here, and 8 spinach, 2 per container on these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, make like a 3/4 inch hole into each one, and that's where I'm gonna put the seed, cover it, and water it. Time to put in the seeds. Okay, what I did is I put two seeds of each into each container in case one seed does not come up. Then I have a better chance of the other one germinating. All right, so now I'm gonna do the spinach. And finally, I'm gonna go ahead and do the kale. The kale are these are very tiny seeds. Almost like recao or culantro. You can barely see them. You see that? They're very tiny. So again, I'm gonna put 2 or 3 of these into each hole, just so I have a better chance of getting an actual plant. I mean, I have no doubt that all of them will grow, but you know, just in case, you never know. And I have a ton of extra seeds for other projects. All right guys, so what I have here are 3 popsicle sticks, and I'm gonna label the seeds. I use these popsicle sticks to make popsicles on my wife's channel. So yeah, you can use them, a permanent ink marker. I'm just gonna write Swiss chard here, kale, and spinach. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it where it belongs. Here's the spinach. And I know that the kale are these 4, spinach are these 4, and the Swiss chard is all of this here. All right, so one more thing, the last step, so I have to water it. All right guys, so here it is. I'm just gonna water it lightly. And in 2 weeks I'll be back. Okay, so that was a quick rundown of how I started my garden today. Now, I'm not an expert gardener. I do garden here a little bit every year, but just, you know, anywhere from 20 to 30 plants, mostly peppers and tomatoes and things like that. Now I'm trying different things this year, and I do have a question to some of you who may be professional gardeners. I have all these seeds. Let me show you. I have all these seeds that I've been collecting for years. Unfortunately, they've been outside in the cold, specifically in the garage. And I don't know if these seeds go bad after so many years on the cold, or they may still be good. I may be able to use them. So if anyone knows the answer, just put it in the comments below. Will they go bad after so many years out in the cold or not? If they haven't gone bad, then I may be able to reuse all of them. But I have herbs, pumpkin seeds, even some seeds that I brought from Puerto Rico years ago. Tomato seeds from Puerto Rico, gurneys, and a bunch of other stuff that I put in envelopes, and even from Peru. When I went to Peru, this was from maybe 4 years ago. I brought ají amarillo and panca. That's the other ají that I meant to tell you about. It's not as hot as ají amarillo, but this is a little stronger than jalapeno pepper. And bucholokia, which is ghost peppers. Now these are all old seeds. I had newer seeds inside the house, but I don't know. I may be able to use them, hopefully. So again, this is what they look like. I'm gonna go ahead and put them inside for the next couple of weeks and water them every couple of days. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this vlog today and come back in 2 weeks, post the vlog, because I don't think this can wait. I know a lot of you would like to start your own gardens now. Now let me tell you one thing. If I can do a garden, anybody can do a garden. So yeah, it's super simple, super easy, as long as you take care of your plants, water them every 3, 4, 5 days or what have you. So yeah, and I'm using good soil, good topsoil, or potting soil, good potting soil. That's how I'm starting the seeds, and then I'm going to transfer them to the ground. All right guys, one more thing I want to do here is I want to add this fabric to the dirt here, to this little patch. And this is a weed block that you can buy from any hardware store. So I'm gonna cut it up, put it over my little garden space here, and hopefully when I come back in 2 weeks I will have no weeds or minimal weeds. So yeah, this supposedly will block anything but the rain, but the water. Water will go through. I don't know if you can see that, but it's you can see through to the other side. It's a little porous. So yeah. All right guys, so he's running away, he's camera shy. But anyway, now this weed block, it's all done. It's right over the dirt. Now you don't have to use weed block. I just happen to have this from 2 years ago. Now this is going to prevent any weeds from coming up over the next couple of weeks, but I just wanted to show you an idea. I just wanted to give you an idea, okay, of a possibility. All right guys, so I had a great time setting up my garden today. I hope you learned a few things, and as I said earlier, I'm learning myself. So you guys have a great morning, afternoon, or day wherever you are. Stay safe. Don't go out unless you absolutely have to. This will be over soon, and I wish to hear from you later in a few months once all this coronavirus thing is over. So till the next one.